Uh-oh. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and if you're just tuning in, we've had some technical difficulties, but we have fixed our issues, and now it's time to go. As that pitch is outside by Todd, to fill you in what's happening, Regis is leading 4-2 over Arapahoe. Both teams scored 2 runs in the first inning. However, the last 2 innings, Regis has scored. Here's the pitch, and that's up and away, as that is ball 2.
I fixed them with their technical problems. Here at Arapahoe at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Now here's the pitch, and that is way outside, as that'll be an easy
steal for Foster.
Sponsor logo, come on now. Screwing this up.
And at the plate is Williams, and he is 0 for 0. He has no hits with a walk today, and that is strike 1, 3-1 count. And we apologize for being a little out of sync. We had to fix our technical issues, and we're glad to have it back so people can actually watch this game now. As that pitch is fouled off, and now the count is 3-2.
Good chance for Williams to get an RBI here.
It'll be interesting to see how Williams approaches this pitch. As he checks swings and walks. Second walk for Williams this game, and he has a great eye, Tyson.
Yeah, the first time he walked on 4 pitches. This one was a little more tense, but he gets on base for the second time today, and 2 runners on for the Warriors.
Yeah, 2 runners on, and this could be their chance to come back, as Jerry Goldie is up again, and he has also walked back in the first inning. First pitch is high and away for ball 1. Both pitchers this game have seemed to be a little out of rhythm and not able to find their groove.
Yeah, very inconsistent this game so far, but Todd found his groove the past 2 innings.
As he throws in the strike zone for strike 1. 1-1 count, no outs, 2 men on. So that pitch is in the dirt for ball 2. Double steal, as that is fouled off by Goldie. Looked like a hit and run right there, Tyson.
Yeah, just trying to make contact on that one. Don't want to swing and miss, get somebody thrown out.
Two-two count. Todd checking the runner at second. His pitch is way outside for ball 3. Here's the pitch, as that's way outside, and Goldie will walk for the second time.
And now Ted Ramirez is up with the bases loaded, and he drove in 2 last time with a double.
And Goldie and Williams both have 2 walks, and, you know, that is never good for a pitcher to throw back-to-back walks.
No, especially when their team's best hitter's coming up.
Yeah. Like you said, he has driven in Arapahoe's 2 runs, and he could do more damage now with the bases loaded.
Yeah, and they can't pitch around him because I'll just bring in another run. Let's see what Ted can do here.
Ted, 1 for 1, like we said. He had a double. 2 RBIs.
He was thrown out at third trying to stretch it into a triple.
As it looks like the pitching coach is coming to the mound, and
Regis is starting to warm up another pitcher.
yeah, and if Todd keeps pitching like this game could get really bad for Regis in a quick second. All right, so after that quick meeting, we're back.
Ted's up with the bases loaded.
The conference now. Ramirez at the plate.
Great hitter with runners on base.
Ramirez looks at that first pitch, which is way outside for ball 1.
Pick off to second base, safe.
Still no outs in this inning, and you know, if Ted can get a hit here, this could be a very tough inning for Regis, as that pitch is way inside, I should say, as the count is now 2-0.
Yeah, and that pick off to second base was a bait to see if the runner on third would go anywhere, and then you could get him.
As Ted looks at that pitch, which is strike. Count is now 2-1. Here's the pitch.
Ted goes opposite field. It's caught.
And
that
the
might
runners
drive
will
in a
tag.
run. That will.
So now the score is 4-3. Ramirez with his third RBI of the game, and this is a great game for Ramirez already.
Yeah.
Coming to the plate, number 25, Jason.
3 RBIs already for Ramirez in the game, and can't have much better game than that. And let's see if Mendel can get a redemption from last time. He struck out on 3 pitches.
So now the count. So now the score is 4-3. As that pitch is outside for ball 1. Here's a pitch, and
Swung on and missed. Runner advances to second base.
and that pitch looked like it might have been foul tipped. Luckily for Bendel in this case, he was able to actually avoid that pitch and just take the strike, which advanced the runner.
Yeah. Now he's got a really good chance to put Arapahoe in the lead with second and third.
Yeah, second and third, 1 out, and it's a 2-1 count. Now, with the foul off right there, it is now a 2-2 count. And if you're the pitcher for Regis, you really need an out right here.
Yeah, preferably a strikeout, because anything really put in play to the right side could drive in a run.
As now that is the second foul ball by Lindell. Or Mendel, I should say. Todd with the windup and the pitch. Mendel swings at that, and that will drive in a run, a ground out to second.
Yeah, he did that. He did his job. He drove in the run. Now it's tied. That was
Tied
perfect.
ball game.
Perfect at bat.
And that's a great play for Arapahoe right there to tie the game up. Just when you thought Regis was starting to slowly increase their lead, Arapahoe strikes right back with 2 runs already in this third inning. 4th inning, I should say. As that pitch is inside the strike zone for strike 1.
It's in the dirt. Ball 1.
That pitch is outside for ball 2. Todd with the windup, and that's popped up.
Out of play, foul.
Count is now 2-2. Here's the pitch, and that pitch is way high for now a 3-2 count, and this could be another walk on Todd's part.
Yeah, he doesn't need any more pitches than he's already thrown.
As that is a swing and a miss.
He tied him up on that pitch. That was inside. He decided to swing late and ended up swinging. That's a strikeout.
And that is actually the 3rd out of the inning. The scoreboard does have it wrong. So we're heading to the top of the 5th. Arapahoe strikes back with 2 runs. This game is tied. And this is turning out to be a very good game, Tyson.
Yeah. The Arapahoe's playing really well. They just keep answering with everything Regis does.
Yep, and we will be right back. Okay, we need tape. Hey, Taylor, could you get tape? Just some tape.
Austin, did you do basketball games?
Yeah, the girls one.
Yeah, because and Rick and DJ.
I mean, I like the girls, but I like guys more. He said, yeah, yeah, DJ.
You got track.
And we're back to fill you in. 4-4 game. Regis scored in all three. Has scored in all 3 innings. Scored 2 in the first, and just 1 run in each the 2nd and 3rd inning. And now up to the plate is Woodruff. Woodruff has walked today and has only a bat. First pitch by Krantz is outside for ball 1. Krantz with the pitch, and that pitch is just outside for ball 2.
Yeah, good pitch by Jake. He thought he had that one.
Yeah, and that was just outside the strike zone. Krantz now in the 3-0 count with that pitch way inside, and you don't want to walk off the leadoff batter.
No, that's always trouble when the leadoff man gets on with a walk.
That pitch is right down the middle for Krantz. Strike 1.
He still doesn't want to walk him. Most likely he'll try to get him to put it in play.
Yeah. As that pitch is outside, up high for ball 4. And now there's a runner on first, no outs. And once again, Regis has a runner on base, and we've seen this happen every inning.
Yeah, they've gotten on base every inning, and it's always trouble when the leadoff man gets on.
And up to the plate is Matt Mundell. In his first at-bat, he struck out. Krantz's first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. So it looks like the pitching coach is coming out. Have a word with Krantz, who has thrown, I believe, 5 balls in this inning so far. And, you know, you don't want to see a pitcher slump like this.
No, it's always tough to get off to this kind of a start, and it's tough to dig yourself out of the hole. But Jake's got the mindset that he can do it.
Yeah, and him and Todd have, like we've said before, have had trouble finding their rhythm this game, and you don't want to give up runs now because now it's starting to become the later stages of the game.
Yeah, every run counts all through the game, but the runs in the later innings count even more, it seems.
As that's a strike down the middle for Krantz, and those talks to the mound, they really calm down the pitcher.
Yeah, give him a chance to breathe.
Krantz with the pitch, and that pitch is down low for ball 2.
Good curveball by Krantz. He almost got Mundell to bite at that one.
Runner
goes.
steals.
The throw
CJ,
by Bossert is right on line, and they get him at second base.
that was a great throw by CJ Bosser.
Yeah, he recovered from the last throw he had and throws him out.
Caught stealing. First out.
And that's what you need for Rappel to not only get that first out, but to take the runners out.
Yeah, and that gives your pitcher a big confidence boost to get back there and just throw strikes and do what he does. There you go.
So that's down the middle for strike 1. Or strike 2, I should say. Cranston a 3-2 pitch. And that's outside for ball 4. So he gets the runner off. So he tags the runner off, CJ Bossert, I should say, but Regis gets another player on with another walk by Krantz.
Courtesy running. Number 7.
Now up to the plate is number 7, Andrew Schmidt. And that pitch is inside for strike 1.
First pitch curveball for Jake. Good pitch selection. Get ahead early.
And he's been relying on this curveball all game so far.
Yeah, it's
Tyson.
been his best pitch so far this game, and it has not failed him yet.
Strike 2, and I think that was another curveball, Tyson.
I think it was also, Scott, and that if it keeps working, then keep using it.
And he strikes him out swinging, his third strikeout of the game.
And third straight curveball he throws, and
Second out of the inning.
can't do anything about it. It's a good
Leadoff
pitch.
hitter number 3.
Krantz has a very
George.
pretty curveball. As now back up to plate is Mark George, 1 for 2 in the game, grounded out at his last at bat. George blasts that one.
That's straightaway
Going
center
back.
field.
And a
Oh,
catch
Goldie
at
makes
the
a
wall.
great catch at the wall over the shoulder, Willie Mays style.
What a great catch. At first it looked like that could have gone over the wall for a home run, but a great catch by Goldie as this inning ends with 0 runs, tied game 4-4, going to the bottom of the 5th, and just a great catch by Goldie right there.
Yeah, he got a great jump on that ball and just tracked it all the way down to the wall and caught it.
With this quick break, we will be right back. Pitching change for Regis.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth inning for the Warriors.
Pitching now for the Raiders is Heath.
Kellogg.
And it'll be interesting to see what impact he has on this game.
Yeah, and Todd moves over to first base from the mound.
So that pitch is swung and foul tipped by Johnny Kellogg. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out. 0-1, here's a 0-1 count, as that's inside for strike 2.
Comes off the bat right after coming in, gets 2 quick strikes on Johnny.
And Johnny,
Chops it to first base.
and great hustle play by Johnny. He was not able to get to first in time, but still, you like to see players give it their all, even though there might not be any hope on plays like that.
Yeah, he ran that out. He actually almost beat the first baseman to the bag, but just a little late.
Yeah, and those hustle plays can actually have a big impact in certain games. As the first pitch is inside on Chisholm. Nick Chisholm is 0 for 1 with a line out to second. So that pitch is down low for ball 1. Oh, for ball 2. Now it's a 3-0 count for Chisholm, and it'd be great to see to have a runner on first.
Yeah, after that quick out, he got Kellogg on. He walks Chisholm on 4 pitches.
That was a quick walk, and we saw that happen in the first inning when Todd threw a walk to Williams in 4 pitches. As Nickel is back up to the plate, he had a line out, 0 for 1 on the day. So that pitch is high, 1-0 count, and now Heath is having some issues trying to find the strike zone. So that
Check swing to the shortstop. Oh, third baseman comes and picks it off. Gets Nickel at first base, but the runner advances to second base. Now runner in scoring position with 2 outs.
and up to the plate is C.J. Bossert.
Second base. Bringing the plate, number 21.
C.J. walked in his first at bat. As C.J. pops up to center field, and that will be the 3rd out of the 5th inning. Score still tied at 5-5. Going into the 6th, as it's actually 4-4.
Regis 4, Arapahoe 4.
And it'll be interesting to see if Arapahoe keeps Krantz out there.
And they will.
Krantz really hasn't pitched a bad game, Tyson. It looked an error, obviously, and obviously that blooper into on that left field line, and so he's really pitched a great game. It's just things sometimes don't go your way.
Yeah, he hasn't given up that many clean hits, and then the error and the bloop, as you said, and other than that, he has pitched a really good game.
And his curveball has definitely been working for him so far.
Yeah, definitely his best pitch.
And we are back, getting ready to start this 6th inning. Ulrich is up. He is 1 for 2 today. His last at bat, he struck out looking.
Urich.
First pitch by Krantz.
That curveball's in there for a strike again.
And like we've said all game long, his curveball is really his deadliest weapon.
Yeah, and it's good to start off with a strike.
Krantz going back to that curveball, and that's outside for ball 1. Krantz with the pitch, as that's hit into left field. That's an easy catch by Nick Chisholm for out number 1.
Fly ball from Urich. First out. Bringing the plate, number 22, shortstop.
Now up to the plate, Brody Weiss, who is 0 for 2. His last at bat, he flew out. Krantz getting a quick out, 2 quick outs, or a quick out so far, as Weiss swings and misses at that first pitch.
And that's another curveball by Jake, and it's if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, and these Regis players are having issues reading this pitch.
There it is again, a slow roller to third base. Nickel can't make the play, he bobbled it.
So now a runner on. It looked like could have been an easy grounder, but sometimes those balls take weird bounces, and that's what happened to Nickel right there.
Yeah, and it's a good decision to not make that throw, because you never know if he makes that throw and then throws it over Mendel's head, then that's a double, or maybe even he gets to second base or maybe even to third.
Yeah, and in these late stages of the game, you don't want to see that happen. As Krantz throws it away, and that's an easy advance by Weiss. Now a runner in scoring position with that wild pitch.
Yeah, and that got the umpire in the shoulder. That's the only reason it ricocheted back over here.
So now a runner in scoring position, 1 out, 1-0 count.
And that's the first curveball I've seen Jake throw that just hasn't really done what it's supposed to.
Yeah, maybe his arm has got to start getting tired, as he grounds out the player right there and gets the easy out at first.
Yeah, but that advances the runner to third base. Now, no, he fouled that off his foot. That's what I thought, actually.
Now batting number 10, Justin Sexton.
So now a 1-1 count after that foul.
See what Jake does. Curveball. He does use the curveball, but it's high.
For ball 2. Krantz checking the runner at second with the windup and the pitch. That's inside for strike 2. 2-2 count. And it'd be great to get a strikeout right here.
Yeah, because you don't want that runner going anywhere.
And that pitch is fouled back out of play. The count remains 2-2. Here's the pitch, runner running.
It's a hit and run, and
as that'll score the runner.
And that scores a run for Regis. Now that was a hit and run. That was designed for the runner to score on that one.
And now Regis has the small lead, 5-4 over Arapahoe.
Nobody's on base with 2 outs, and Reagan Todd up to bat.
Number 8, first baseman, Regan Todd.
Todd with the swing and miss on that first pitch right there.
That was a good pitch by Jake. I think the umpire got fooled because Reagan ducked his head, and that made it look high.
Yeah, it looked like it was in the strike zone right there, but can't question the umpire's authority right there. So that's a ground out by Todd.
And it takes a
the
funny
weird
bounce, and Mendel still gets the out. He recovered. Yeah, he slipped at first base, and then he recovered, got it barehanded, and stepped on the base.
Yeah, great recovery by Mendel from that funny bounce. After this inning, Regis does have a small lead, but from how this game has been going, Arapahoe can strike back in an instant. We will be right back.
Sports broadcasting. Sports broadcasting. It doesn't really matter.
How many people do you think are watching? That's weird because, oh jeez. And we're back. Andre Williams up. Williams doesn't have a hit, but he's walked both at bats as that pitch is low and away for ball one. And Williams has basically only. I don't think Williams has swung at a pitch yet, Tyson.
No, I think he's only gotten one strike.
As he fouls that one off.
There you go.
Just as I say something, it happens. 1-1 count. As Williams fouls that one off to make it a 1-2 count. And we are in the 5th inning instead of the 6th. We had a little scoreboard error, so we apologize for that. As Williams grounds to third, and that
Gets
pitch
past,
is off.
He's going to run to second base, and he'll be in there safely.
So
that's what hustle does.
Like I said before, hustle plays. They can really help a team out, and right there, Williams looked like it would have been a close throw out at first, but manages to find his way to second after the missed throw by the third baseman.
Yeah, and now Arapahoe has runner in scoring position with no outs.
This top of the lineup has done wonders for Arapahoe as Gary Goldie's up, and he's walked both times as well. So they are getting on base for Ted Ramirez as that pitch is outside, or inside, I should say, for ball one. Here's a pitch, and Goldie
slaps it into right field. Here comes Williams, throw to the plate. No.
Williams is going to stay at third. Runners on first and third as Ted Ramirez, who up to the plate, 1-for-1 with a double RBI double and a sacrifice fly.
Ted's come up big twice already. Let's see if he can do it a third time and tie this game up.
And if you want anyone at the plate right now, it's Ted Ramirez. The first pitch in there for strike one. And that's strike two on Ramirez. He's now in the hole in an 0-2 count. It'll be interesting to see how the pitcher approaches this next pitch. So that pitch is outside, and that'll score a runner on a wild pitch. This game is tied back up at 5-5.
And Goldie advances also, which still leaves the runner in scoring position for Ted.
And now it's a 1-2 count. Now the umpire is talking to third base coach. Not sure about what. This allows Heath to get a quick breather before he has to pitch to Ramirez, as he has Ramirez on the 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Low and away for ball 2.
2-2 count for Ted.
So
Still room to do some damage.
Yeah, and after 2 quick strikes, he's thrown 2 balls in the dirt. Make that 3 balls down and away. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch.
Ted chops one to second baseman George. George throws him out.
But it does advance the runner. So now a runner on third, 1 out. And so now, with a runner on third, there's a lot of possibilities for Arapahoe to score now, Tyson.
Yeah, and Mendel has... He grounded out last time and drove in a run. And let's see if he can get a hit and drive in a run this time. Curveball high.
High and away for ball 1. So that pitch is low and away. Seems like I've been having to say that a lot so far. When Heath is at the mound, he's having issues finding the strike zone.
Yeah, and after those first 2 to Ted, he threw 3 straight balls.
As that's a line out.
Great play by George.
So now 2 outs, and
Lindell comes up.
And that gives Heath a lot of breathing room, because now he knows a pop-up or a grounder will not be able to score the run unless there's an error involved.
Lindell needs to get a hit here.
As that pitch is in there for strike 1.
Lindell, slow roller to shortstop, and he'll beat it out, and that scores a run, and Arapahoe takes the lead.
Arapahoe's first lead of the game coming in the 5th inning. They are up 5-6 now, and they're giving Mendel the hit on that one. Third baseman and the shortstop had issues deciding who wanted to
Yeah, a little
get that
miscommunication there, and they both missed, and it went under their glove.
So now Arapahoe has the lead, as Johnny Kellogg is up 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. Kellogg pop flies out of play.
Pick off to first. Lindell's in safely.
Still no 1 count. And that pitch is in there for strike 2. Now Kellogg's in a hole. 0-2 count. So that pitch is
hit to George at second. Throws Kellogg out at first. But
Tom,
Arapahoe gets 2 runs and takes the lead, 6-5.
And that's what Arapahoe needed. They needed to come back with an answer, and they certainly did so. And then some, have taken the lead, and now we're up 6-5 going into the top of the 6th.
And Corey Nevers comes into pitch.
Yeah,
Warriors
Krantz pitched
after
a
5
strong
complete.
5 innings,
Regis 5, Arapahoe
and hopefully
6.
Arapahoe, with this small lead, can hold off Regis.
Defensive changes for the Warriors. Now on the mound, number 16. Now
Pinch hitting for the Raiders,
Donovan.
Anthony Donovan. Like we said before, Arapahoe puts in a new pitcher.
Corey Nevers.
Here's the pitch, and that's just inside for ball 1. Second pitch is also inside and low for ball 2. It's 3 straight balls thrown by Nevers, and now it's a 3-0 count.
Yeah, rough start for Corey.
And he gets a strike there to make the count 3-1. Nevers with the windup. And that pitch is fouled off. 3-2 count now. So Nevers managed to fight back to get the count back to 3-2. And let's see what he does on this pitch, as that's a foul tip.
To the second baseman. That's an out. Good play by Williams.
Williams at second. Retired Donovan. 1 out, bringing the plate. Number 6, right fielder Zach Woodruff.
Zach Woodruff up to bat. He has 2 walks in both of his at-bats. Pitch by Nevers. In there for strike 1. As that pitch is high as the ump signals a
Luke Miller comes out to argue that that hit Woodruff, and apparently it hit him in the shoulder.
very close call right there.
Yeah, I didn't see him get hit, but I don't know. I'm not down there.
Yeah, the ump does have a better view than us. So now with that being said, runner on first, 1 out. And Matt Mundell is up to bat. In his last at bat, he walked and is 0 for 1 today. Bossert having a quick meeting at the mound.
Pitch running at first, number 1, JT Fazone.
Pinch hitter in.
Pinch runner at first.
Pinch runner at first, I should say. Thank you for clarifying that for me, Tyson. And it's so now with 1 out, runner on first, and Arapahoe looking to end this inning by Regis as that's in the dirt. Thrown by Bossert.
Good throw by Bossert. Gets him at second base. His second
pickoff. And that was a pretty throw by Bossert and a pretty play by Williams to able to handle that ball and tag out the runner.
Yeah, good recovery by CJ. That ball was in the dirt and he picked it up and threw it to second.
2 outs now, 1-0 count, and that's a big play for Arapahoe to take that runner off. As that pitch is inside the strike zone for strike 1. That pitch is outside for ball 2. 2-1 count now. That is grounded to Ramirez. Ramirez makes the play.
Good play by
Just in
Ted.
time.
Good scoop by Bendel.
So Arapahoe is able to keep Regis scoreless in that inning. Arapahoe has a small lead, 6-5, going into the bottom of the 6th. And Arapahoe, and we're back. Pitching change for the Regis. Woodruff is now pitching. Up to the plate is Nick Chisholm. Chisholm is 0 for 1 and a walk, as he avoids getting hit by that pitch right there. Ball 1. That pitch just inside the strike zone for strike 1 and 1-1 count. It'd be nice for Arapahoe to build a lead as this game is nearing an end as Chisholm pops up. Easy out for Regis right there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, it would be good for Arapahoe to build a little breathing room right now if they could, because Regis will, they score some runs and they could very easily tie this game.
Yeah, no, 1-run lead is definitely not a comfortable lead.
Garrett Nickel.
As that first pitch is a ball, and Garrett Nickel is up. He is 0 for 2 with a line out and a ground out. See ground
up the middle. That's a hit,
and that's a big first hit for the Warriors. 1 out, but now a man on first. As we have a pinch hitter, Zach Trask is up.
Pinch hitting for the Warriors, number 10, Zach Trask.
Be great for Zach to get a hit here right now.
Yeah, it'd be a big hit too, because obviously it'll advance runners.
And Zach's got some power too, so you never know.
So that pitch is low and away for ball one. Here's the pitch. As that ball's inside for strike one. So that pitch is low and away in the dirt for ball two, and it'd even be nice to see Trask get walked right here.
Yeah, because then that's two guys on, and that's huge. You want to get runners on base because you need to build this lead if you want to get comfortable.
As that pitch is outside for ball three.
And if you build like a 2-run, 3-run lead, then the pitcher can get comfortable with the lead, and then he can just rear back and throw instead of having to think about all this stuff.
3-1 pitch on the way, and that's outside for ball four, and Trask walks. Did his job on getting on base right there. Now 2 men on with Williams up to the plate. He's 0 for 1, reached on error on his last at bat. It'll be interesting to see how the pitcher's going to approach this at bat right now, Tyson.
Yeah, Andre's gotten on base 3 times, and he has always started something.
Yeah, and if Williams can get a hit here, obviously it'd most likely bring in the run on second. But then you have Goldie and Ramirez coming up after that.
Yeah, and the pitcher wants to get out of this as fast as he can because he does not want to face Ted or Jerry. Jerry.
And that pitch is inside for ball one. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball two. Pitch outside for ball three. 3-1 count now. And if Williams walks here, the bases will be loaded, and that'll prove to cause a little trouble for this pitcher, as that's foul tipped by Williams.
Full count.
Here's the windup and the pitch. And Williams swings and misses on that one, and that's strike three. And now Goldie will be coming up with 1 out, with 2 outs, and and a runner in scoring position.
Fielder number 6, Jerry Goldie.
So that pitch makes its way inside the strike zone for strike one. Second pitch is down and away for ball one, and Arapahoe would really like to see a hit or walk right here.
Yeah, because they really want to get Ted up to the plate to do some more damage.
As that pitch gets away from the catcher, and now the runners will advance. Now both runners are now in scoring position. On second and third, the count is 2-1 for Goldie. Goldie looks at that one as that's in there for strike two.
Yeah, that's a good pitch. He couldn't throw a ball there because he doesn't want to get to a 3-1 count, give him something to hit.
Now the count is back even at 2-2. And here's the pitch. That's low and away, and that's going
That's
to
going to
score
score a run also. And Zach moves up to third.
As now Arapahoe is up by 2 runs, up 7-5.
On the wild pitch.
The count is 3-2, and now if Goldie can get a hit right here, that would be huge for Arapahoe.
Yeah, that would bring up Ted, but it would also drive in another run. And there goes over the second baseman's head. That scores another run. Goldie's going for second base on the bobble by the right fielder.
As
and
he
he's
is
in.
safe. And Arapahoe with the 8-5 lead.
Which brings up Ted Ramirez with another man in scoring position.
Wow.
Scoring a run, bringing the plate.
Regis having issues with these Arapahoe hitters. And now Ted Ramirez is up. Ramirez is 1 for 2 with a sac fly and a 2 RBI double. As that pitch is low and away for ball 1. Ramirez does have 3 RBIs on the game.
And they're just throwing a curveball because they do not want to give him anything to hit with what he's done this game.
Catcher having a quick meeting at the mound. Intentional walk to Ramirez.
Put him on base. And now let's see if Bendel can do some damage.
And that's a smart move by Regis because you don't want to see Ted Ramirez do any more damage.
Yeah. And they were already down 2-0 on him, and they didn't want anything to happen, to give him anything to hit.
Bendel fouls that one off. And we like to make a quick apology. We've been mispronouncing Bendel's name. So obviously that won't happen in the future, but we had to apologize due to the lack of our knowledge. As that's in there for strike 2, 0-2 count on Bendel.
Good curveball by the pitcher to get 0-2.
Bendel checks at that one.
Good job holding back. That's a tough pitch not to swing at.
2 men on, 2 outs, 1-2 count. Arapahoe already has built up a nice comfortable lead at 5-8, but they wouldn't mind adding more runs as that's popped out of play. Count remains at 1-2. So that pitch is low in the dirt for ball 2. And the Regis pitchers throughout this whole game have had trouble finding the strike zone.
Yeah, after getting up on hitters 0-2, 0-1, 1-2, they have had trouble finding the strike zone.
Seems like they're throwing in the dirt a lot as that pitch is outside for ball 3.
Big spot here for Bendel.
Runners will be running on this. Here's the pitch. Bendel.
Puts a good swing on it, but it's fouled on the right field line.
The 3-2 pitch again. As
Runners.
that is fouled on the first base line.
Bendel looking to put Arapahoe up by 4.
Bendel has been staying in this count. See, hits that one and gets thrown out at first.
But good play by George, but the Arapahoe does get 2 in that inning to get their lead up to 3.
Third out.
And now we're going into the 7th inning, and
Arapahoe could close it out right here.
this would be a huge win for Arapahoe.
Yeah, Regis is a really good team, and if they could pull this one out, that would be a really big win, especially on opening day.
Yeah,
Numbers for the
and this
Warriors.
could build momentum, not just for this game, but for games to come.
Yeah, the rest of the season, they really want to get off to a good start, and this could really put them ahead of schedule.
8-5.
Yeah, because a lot of people didn't believe this Arapahoe team could beat Regis.
And they're doing it
Yeah,
comfortably.
yeah, with a comfortable 8-5 lead, and there is a pitching change for Arapahoe. Or no, there is no pitching change. They're gonna keep Nevers in the game.
Defensively for the Warriors, number 21, C.J. Boxer, re-enters the catcher. Now batting, number 2.
Now batting.
Andrew Schmidt.
Number 2, Andrew Schmidt. He is 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. That pitch is in there for strike 1. Wind up in the pitch, and that's fouled off for strike 2. Now the 0-2 pitch, as that's high and away for ball 1.
Yeah, that curveball just got away from Nevers, and he can get that ball down. That's a really good pitch.
Now the 1-2 count. So that pitch is down and away for ball 2. And it'd be nice for Arapahoe to get this leadoff hitter out.
Yeah, because you got a really dangerous hitter in the on-deck circle in Max George, and you don't want anybody on base when he's hitting.
Now the count has gone to 3-2 after Nevers got to a quick 0-2 count. And that is hit out of play. Nevers with the pitch. And that's hit and caught by Ramirez. First out of the inning. And that's a big out right there.
Yeah, Arapahoe's 2 outs away from
Shortstop.
beating Regis, and Max George is coming up, and it's
Leadoff hitter,
really good to have nobody on base when he's hitting.
George.
Yeah, and Max George today is only 1 for 3. He has hit a double, but Arapahoe's been able to contain him.
Yeah, but his last at bat, he had that hit to straightaway center, which Goldie made a great play on.
As that pitch is in there for strike 1. Here's the pitch, and that hits the run. That hits George, and now there's a runner on with Urick up to the bat, and obviously the tying run is not on up to bat, but still you want to get the runner out.
Yeah,
Number 4, center
maybe
fielder,
Bosser can throw Max George out.
Brooks.
Maybe he can throw another runner out for a 3rd time this game if Max tries to steal.
You know what would be great for Arapahoe right now is ending this game on a double play.
Yeah, now that would be nice.
And I don't believe there has been a double play this entire game, Tyson.
There has not by either team. Actually, we did have a line out double play.
You're right, Tyson.
No ground outs though.
Here's the pitch. And that's blown away for ball 1. 1-1 count. Pitcher looked a little confused, thought Bossert was thrown to someone else.
Yeah.
As
Good.
that's just a bit outside for
Yeah,
ball
good
two.
curveball by Corey. Thought he'd get him to bite on that one.
And that's line to Williams. 1 out. And the
Safe at first base with a dive, a head first slide into first, but there's 2 outs. Arapahoe's 1 out away from winning this game.
and now Brody Weiss is up to the plate and 2 outs, and the Warriors are 1 out away from getting their first one of the season and beating Regis. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's Brody, pops that up, but out of play.
0-1.
Strike 1. That check swing,
Gets through Bossert.
and he's having issues finding the ball. That'll advance the runner to second. Now it's a 1-1 count.
Bossert goes out to meet with Nevers.
Like we said, 1 out away from winning this game, and you obviously don't want to have any mistakes and turn this game from an 8-5 game to either an 8-6 or 8-7 game, Tyson.
Yeah, you don't want to let them have any runs. You just want to get this over with.
Here's the pitch. That is popped up by Weiss. And it's caught for the third out. And the Arapahoe Warriors are going to go 1-0 on the season and defeat Regis High School. Big win for Arapahoe.
Yeah, and everybody got the hit when they needed it today. Really good win for Arapahoe.
Yeah, great hitting game, and when they needed to, they pitched well, Tyson.
Yeah, they did. They threw strikes when they needed to, and give credit to Regis, though. They played a great game as well.
Yeah, Regis played a great game, and Arapahoe was able to handle the run damage Regis had in the first inning and was able to strike back whenever Regis scored.
Yeah, and they answered everything that Regis did, everything. Whenever, every inning that Regis scored a run, Arapahoe answered it.
And, you know, this is a big win for Arapahoe, obviously going 1-0 on the season and beating a tough Regis team.
Really good Regis team, and this is going to give the Warriors confidence for the rest of the season.
We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. I'm Scott Ayers.
I'm Tyson Crocker.
And this is The Spear.